Hi, my name is James from Canadian Crypto Fund, and today I thought I'd make a video showing you pretty much all of the things I went through trying to find cloud mining and who I settled on, and basically what my findings were. Because I know when I was starting out about 3 weeks ago, I started jumping into cryptocurrencies, and I tend to try everything out. So I'm doing a bit of cloud mining, I'm doing a bit of regular mining, I'm doing some trading, I'm doing some buying positions long term, like holding and investing, kind of trying just a little bit of everything. And when I was trying to look for cloud mining, the first thing was there was a lot of things people weren't telling you in the videos, which kind of drives me crazy. And secondly, a lot of the videos out there were things that didn't exist, or the things had changed and they weren't being updated. So I thought I'd walk you through kind of what I found. Maybe you can avoid some of the same pitfalls I fell into. So the first thing everybody was talking about when I was looking is everybody was going for Genesis mining, and Genesis mining was supposed to be the end all and be all of mining. It's supposed to be amazing, and so I came to Genesis mining site and went to Bitcoin mining. And I thought, okay, starter, $179. That's not bad. Oh, it's out of stock. Out of stock, out of stock, out of stock. All right, so no Bitcoin mining. Maybe Ethereum? No, they're all out of stock too. Dash? No, out of stock. Litecoin? Out of stock. Zcash? Out of stock. And here we are at Monero. And I am not willing to jump in with $830 to test something out. That's just, I'm not willing to do that. And this thing, this custom plan, well, the smallest custom plan you can make is $830. And that was too much to kind of test out for me. But I opened an account anyways just to see if there's another way to get around it, and nope, sure enough, Monero mining it is for $830, smallest thing you can buy. So that didn't work out for me. So I went on to Hashflare next, and Hashflare was nice because while Genesis mining was an open-ended contract, so you buy up front and you never, the contract doesn't end, or it stays open as long as it's profitable, is what they say. But the Monero mining with them is not. It's a 2-year contract. Hashflare is a 1-year contract, but it's pretty cheap, and it used to be cheaper. When I got in, it was $1.50, which was a fantastic price. At $2.20, it's still profitable. At least I think it is. But it's only a 1-year contract, and they're saying they have limited stock. So I don't know how long that's going to last, but I do like Hashflare. It is working out. The biggest problem I have is that one, their revenue forecast is not true. It doesn't account for maintenance fees, which will take about, I'm sitting at 16.5% of my revenue goes to maintenance fees. So you got to drop that by quite a bit. Secondly, they will only let you withdraw over, I think it's 0.01 Bitcoin or something like that. 0.05, sorry. 0.05 Bitcoin, which right now, that's if the Bitcoin price doesn't go up. I'm going to do Canadian prices because I'm Canadian. It's $943 Canadian. So for my American viewers, if I get any, that's 752 US. That is a lot you have to mine, especially when I'm only going to mine 911.52, which is not actually going to be that much. It will be minus what? 1 minus 16.46. Oh, that's not right. 0.16. Yeah, that's my maintenance fee right now. So I'm only going to make $761, and I have to clear that. So it'd be cutting it close after a year. and that's if the maintenance fees stay at that rate. That's if Bitcoin doesn't go down. There's a lot of ifs there. So basically, in a year, you may or may not be able to actually withdraw your holdings. Now, the nice thing about Hashflare is that you can reinvest it very quickly. You only need $2.20 to reinvest back in, so you can kind of create this compounding interest, and it's doing very well. I'm taking in about, what am I averaging? Just checking my stats here. I'm averaging 1.28% per day gains, which is insane in the investing world. And I'm sure it's not going to hold, but it was enough that I was willing to play with it. So I bought a terahash, which is now 1.22 terahashes, and I'm only, how many days am I in? Count 23 days in. So I'm doing pretty good. You know, that is like a 1% growth per day almost. So that's going pretty well. So yeah, but I originally bought a terahash of this, which was, sorry, this is going to be US dollars, $220. Back then it was $150. So it was a lot cheaper then, but still, I think this has potential. Could be worth it. It's too bad they're only 1-year contracts. It's too bad the maintenance fees are so high. But up until that point, it was the best I'd found. Then I saw a bunch of people talking about Minergate. And so I jumped in with a very, very small, because, well, I had already invested into Hashflare. So I only put about 30 bucks in. This is US. And then still, I was expecting it to do great. It is an open-ended contract like Genesis Mining. Their fees seemed reasonable, and everything looked good. The problem is their hashing power is not the same as everyone else's hashing power. I don't know how this works. All my calculations said this was going to be great. It might outperform Hashflare. Until you find out that, yeah, their metrics are very, very different. Like according to them, a 1,000 gigahash, which is what I have over at Hashflare, would only make 0.000895 Bitcoin per month. So if that's, sorry, what's that a year? Nope. So that's 200 Canadian dollars a year. That's not great considering you'd have to buy, what would this cost you? This thing is not the most user friendly either. That's going to cost you 181. So that's only $20 worth of income for the first year. So that's not great, especially when you go to somebody else's like mining calculator, and for 1,000 hashes and $220 upfront cost, you should be making $700 a year. So I'm not quite sure why their hash rate doesn't match up with everybody else's hash rates. It just doesn't make sense unless they're stealing your hash rates, and a large chunk of them too. I mean, this is only, what, they're giving you a third? So I don't know what's up with that. I've asked them. They are not responding to me. Frankly, I think they're stealing from us. And yeah, they don't want to tell anybody. So I'd stay clear of Minergate. Not worth it. And then kind of along a different stream was Bitconnect. And Bitconnect is different in that it's a lending platform. And you give them Bitcoin to lend out, and then, or you give them Bitcoin, you lend them Bitcoin, and then they have this software that plays the market basically for you. and then you gain interest on, or you get the gains from that software. If it loses, then you don't lose anything, but if it gains, then you gain money. And this one's not doing bad. Bitconnect's showing me that I have, so far I'm 14 days in, and it's showing that if I keep up at the same rate, I'll have a 400% gain for the year. The nice thing about Bitconnect is that after so many days, you get your original investment back. You're just lending it to them, and you're kind of getting interest on the loan. So that's pretty good. But then this week, I found these guys, Crypterra, and they just seem, frankly, too good to be true. But I can't find any holes in it. So this is very much like Hashflare, except it's a 2-year contract instead of 1 year. The rates are pretty reasonable. Let me see if I can find. It's small to get in. $32 gets you 250 gigahashes. So for terahash is $128. That's pretty good. I mean, that's lower than what I paid at Hashflare for 2 years instead of 1 year. So that's pretty crazy. They have an estimate that $128 will earn 1,440. That's occurring to, and that's actually a true estimate based on all the current stats, which is an amazing investment. But what's crazier is that they have no maintenance fees. At least right now they don't. They've said that they may in the future, but that they will warn people beforehand. But at the moment, they've got no maintenance fees. So that's just crazy. That's 30% more than anybody else is giving you, because they're usually taking a chunk of the, like, between 15 and 30% for maintenance fees. Or like Minergate, they're just stealing 60% of it. So this is pretty good, and they've got a bunch of other ones. They've got Ethereum mining, they've got Litecoin mining, Zcash mining. Anyways, but the nice thing is that it's a pretty small buy-in. If you want, like, it's not $2.20, but $32 is not that bad. You can reinvest it as soon as you hit $32, which it seems like it won't take me long, because I'm only 3 days in, and I'm already up to, what, $5 and something? Yeah, $5.23 US. So that's doing pretty well. And as well, apparently the minimum withdrawal limit is only $10 of whatever coin that you mined, and that's unheard of. I've seen videos of people taking out withdrawals like every single day for like a bit over $10, and nobody's seen any errors or anything. I haven't seen any complaints about these guys. It's pretty amazing. So I frankly wish I could sell my Hashflare and my Minergate ones, especially the Minergate one, and move them over to here. But of course you can't do that. Hindsight being 2020, that's what I wish I had done. So if you're just starting out in cloud mining and you're looking for a place to mine, I'd check out Crypterra. I'm not going to tell you to buy, because there's all that financial advisor implications, blah blah blah. I'm not a CPA or anything, but yeah, I'd check out these, because they seem to be really good. They seem to have their heads on straight. It's a pretty simple interface. It's easy to use. I wish they had a little bit more information. I love Hashflare's reporting. It's fantastic. Its logs and everything are great. They don't quite have that yet, but I'm hoping it gets better. In the meantime, it's pretty good. So if you're interested in that, I'll stick links to everything below so you can check them out for yourself. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment. And that's about it for now. I have a brand new 1080, not the Ti, but the regular 1080 GeForce card coming tomorrow, so I'll be building my first, setting up for mining for that, so that'll be fun. And I'll be making more videos about my altcoin trades and whatever else I'm in, and showing you all the tools I use, all the websites, everything. if you're interested in any of that, hit subscribe, turn on your notifications, and then you can learn from all my mistakes basically. Yeah, that's it for now. See ya.